So we're talking about love on the spectrum. They're so endearing. I think people like that exist in this world to just like show you like what's so great about them is the things that are important to them is what should be important to everybody. Yeah. It's just making connections.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, it's so cute. Yeah. Their love is so this and it's so that. And it is all those things. But when you have a kid like that, you're like not seeing the other side of it.
Yeah.
Not seeing like the struggles.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Girl Bye with Mick.
And Manda.
She's back.
I don't like saying Manda.
In action.
Manda.
You want to say Amanda?
Amanda.
Mick and Manda.
Yeah. Not bad.
She's back. I think she's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
She's not sure. Manda? I don't know.
Oh, I think the way I say it sounds silly. Manda. Manda? Anyways. Moving on.
Anyways, yes, we're back to talk about some good stuff today. But first, we want to talk about comments from...
Just one that's hilarious. I think you should address. Now, just deciphering this was very, very tough. But I will do my best. So this was on our Hot Takes, Health and Politics. I think this was... Hot Takes on Health, Politics, and Parenting.
Our last one together.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Joel Santos. This is for you, obviously. Can you talk on the next episode more about mixed muscles? How she reached that and how she trains? Did she used to be bigger? Because she looks like her arms... She looks like she has put on more recently. Muscle and how good her genetics are. Because I think she has one of the beat genetics... Best genetics. I'm reading it out as he's saying it, as I've seen, especially in her arms. And did she get ever accused of steroids? Did she always been natty?
Natural.
Basically, you know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I think everybody always asks you about your arms.
Yeah, you know.
So what did you do?
Okay, so...
I mean, you weren't born like this.
No.
So I think that's what they're asking.
I had like skinny arms. Like I look back at videos and photos from when I first started fitness and I was doing like bar classes, cardio bar. I was like, I looked softer. Like I didn't have the muscle definition that I do now. I think it really started when I was training for my competition that I decided to do. Because I started doing like more lifting before that when I lost like 30 pounds out of college and I was going to the gym and all that stuff. But I didn't start really putting on muscle until I was training for a bodybuilding competition. It was after I had back surgery, about a year or so after I had surgery. And I was like, okay, like bucket list thing. I want a challenge. I want to see if I could do this. And so I started training for it. And I trained for 8 months, all natural. I got accused of steroids by John, my brother. He was convinced because he was always around bodybuilders in New York at the gyms. And he was like, Mick, no way.
He still messes around with you.
Yeah, he still messes around with me.
Is the Anavar a steroid?
Yeah, it's a steroid.
But like, isn't all that stuff kind of like Tren? Isn't Tren a steroid?
Yeah, they're all. I never did any of it.
I think he did some of that.
I'm sure he did. So
like cycles,
like
I guess.
Thinking, that's what was happening, but it was absolutely not. I was terrified of steroids. At the time, I was terrified of like drugs, needles, like hated getting shots, hated like anything in general. So like I would not
But are you allowed to
be shooting myself up for they don't care. They do. Yeah. There's natural competitions now, but everyone, I mean, the people don't get like that naturally. I'm sorry. Like the huge people, like it's insane. Like they need help, right? I mean, they work really hard, but you definitely need that extra help. But no, I never did any steroids, but I lifted really heavy for like 8 months, or I built up to it and I ate a lot. So I bulked up pretty big. I bulked up to like 160 almost and I put on like probably like 15 pounds of muscle. Then I got down to like 135 for my competition. maybe even like 132, 135, something like that. So
So
then
you
I
bulk
like,
and then you shred
and
that
then
last
you
like week
shred
before or
down.
something?
No, like a
Oh.
month or so before. It takes a little bit of time. I remember being terrified, like putting on all that muscle that I wasn't going to be able to lose it because I had never done that before. And I was like, I mean, mom used to give me a hard time. I'm like, oh, Mick, you're too big. You're too big. And I'm like, I know this is like part of the process.
Yeah.
And it kind of like messed with my head too. But I was able to do that. And then I just really, after that, just enjoyed lifting heavy. And a lot of it is genetics. Yeah. That I'm able to put on this much muscle and keep
Is
it.
it? I feel like, are we all muscular?
I mean, I think we all have the capability to be like Jules has been muscular. Like I feel like I think it's somewhat genetics. I don't think it's all because there's people who work really hard and probably have done the same things I have and aren't able to build the muscle tone that I have been able to. So I think, it genetics definitely plays a little bit of a role. Because I've honestly been trying to like lose my upper body for like 3 years. It's like almost impossible. I do one upper body day a week now, if that. I don't lift super heavy, but it's like as long as I'm doing that, I'm going to maintain. It's going to be hard for me to lose unless I lose like a bunch of weight. Then
Can you
I'll
bust
lose
out like 20 push-ups?
20? No.
10?
Now probably 15
Oh.
straight. But that's hard for me. I don't like, that's what I'm saying. I don't do upper body as much. I can do like 5 pull-ups.
But wouldn't 10 push-ups make you like, that's not going to bulk you up. I feel like that gives you more like, is it?
No, but I'm just saying I'm not as strong.
Yeah.
Like I don't do push-ups that much anymore. I used to do a ton of push-ups when I was at the 12, but yeah, I don't know. I ate a lot. You have to eat a lot to put on that muscle.
I think that's the thing. Like the guys that there's this one guy that I follow. So I was like, what the heck? He's so ripped. But I think what popped up on my For You page was like he wakes up at 3 a.m. when he's training and like has his protein shake. He's like the amount of protein. He's like, I don't want to do this, but like I have to
get it in for the whole day. Yeah.
Like so he'll do it like a 3 a.m. shake and then he'll go back to sleep. I was like, what the?
Yeah, I had to eat a lot. I
think he was eating
every
like 250
2
grams of protein. It was insane. But
it's like a full-time job
when
you're doing that and you're putting on the muscle.
I think the eating is probably a big thing that people are scared of. Just like loading on that protein. Probably a lot of shakes.
It's a lot of food. And then again, like if I think about it now, I've been lifting weights and doing this for like 15 years. So it's like, over time building up that muscle and then the muscle maturity. And honestly, like when I would go to these competitions, the older women would like crush. Like if we were able to compete against them, they would have crushed us. Like they do it by age because your muscle matures and gets so much better as you age and the more you like. Yeah. So like these women and men that have been doing it for so long and work really hard, like their bodies were just like that muscle memory, that muscle maturity. It was like on another level. So thanks for
noticing.
Yeah. I have not been doing a lot of upper body, but
hopefully that answers your question.
The biceps won't leave me. They're here to stay, I think. But yeah, we're natty.
I didn't even understand that. You did. Is that like an industry term?
Yeah.
The only thing I think about natty is natty ice.
Natty ice. Yeah. Natural ice.
Yeah.
Natural light. Natty light.
Natty light or natty lights? Natty lights.
The beer.
They're basically like water, but they're like 3 cents.
Alrighty. Hope I answered your question.
I think you did.
What else
Let's
is
move
new?
on to another fun topic.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like it's fun, but it's a little
sensitive.
It's kind of sad. But
did you watch the whole thing?
I did. Did you?
Yeah.
So we're talking about Love on the Spectrum.
The new season's out.
The new season. Have you seen the entire season? Yeah. Okay. The series, you're caught up, right? It started off at like in Australia. Did you watch that or no? Only the American ones. Okay. So I've been watching this show for a long time. But the new season just dropped. It's also Autism Awareness Month. So very appropriate. I think it dropped on the 1st. So if you're not watching it, you should. But I read something, has nothing to do with it, but it was very familiar in the way that she expressed it. So there's a new movie coming out with Michael Jackson.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so it's actually his nephew. His name is Jafar Jackson, and I think it's Jermaine Jackson's son.
Okay.
So Jafar Jackson is doing a biopic or biopic, however you want to say, Michael Jackson. I mean, from the looks of it, looks like it's going to be really good. But Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, like, so she was saying on her Instagram, I think, that, so she said something along the lines of like, you guys are going to love it. The audience is going to love it because it highlights like the best of Michael Jackson. But for me, it's not anything kind of close to what I experienced.
Yeah.
But it's very much like it's going to be audience approval, like audience safe. They're going to love it. They're going to see the dancing. But as somebody who would experience it, like it's not anything close to my reality. So I feel very similar, even though I love the show.
Yeah.
I love the show, and these kids do struggle. Like Logan struggles, right? But it's also like the audience is going to love it, but it doesn't translate to people who actually have autistic sons or daughters, if that makes sense. Like, I know they love it. And it's like, everybody's like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Their love is so this and it's so that. And it is all those things. But when you have a kid like that, you're like not seeing the other side of it.
Yeah.
Not seeing like the struggles. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
But I still love it. It's a feel-good show.
It is. I just crack up the whole time. Like, they're so cute. And just to think, I just love how everything they say is just so like pure and organic, and it's like it just comes out, and it's all the things that we all think all the time, but we have that process where we're like, okay, I think that I shouldn't say that. How could I reword it, or what could I say better? Like that for them, it just comes out, and I love that. It's just kind of crazy to like see things or hear their perspective and see how they process and how they go on these dates and how they just talk about things that are hard for them. And if you do watch it and you see some of them that have been on it for a while, you do kind of see like the growth.
Yeah. Like Connor, especially, you see the growth. Tanner, I think, left the show because he's had a lot of growth.
Yeah, he came on just for the last episode. A lot of them came for the last episode.
I forget her name. What's the one with who lives with her mom in San Diego or LA? They were in the first episode, and it was like
Abby?
Abby. So she's kind of growing. She's made strides. I think the girls who have autism were able to kind of express it. Like, I don't know if I heard the boys say it. Like Maddie. She doesn't like the word Madison. Madison and Abby. Like the way that they were like, well, my smart brain turns off and I feel like blah, blah, blah. Or when Madison was saying, I'm having a moment. Like that's a very big trigger for me.
These are my triggers.
So when she's explaining that, like, I don't think I haven't seen the boys been able to do something like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is.
Well, I feel like with Logan, he kind of does that because he corrects himself. He's always like, with his shoulders, I know he's so cute. And then he has a big smile on it. When he walks away, he's like floating like this. But he corrects himself a lot. So he'll like say something, he goes, I mean, and then he'll say it like a little bit nicer or a little bit like less abrasive or a little bit like he'll kind of tone himself down. So I feel like he notices it and then he tries to correct it. But he also has a very hard time with his communication.
I think he was one of there's been some dates who've really struggled.
Yeah.
Like if you remember, Madison went on a date with the guy who had the headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Like to me, that was probably a much more realistic portrayal of what our severe or moderate severe kids look like. And everybody on the show is verbal. So that's another thing. There's a lot of severe kids moderate severe who aren't verbal at all. So the fact that all of them have language, is kind of takes it to a little bit like of a more romanticized version because that's not rare, but definitely not the norm for severe kids. But I think they actually, like, Logan to me was probably one of the more severe.
Yeah.
I would say that James is also pretty severe, but he's 40 and he's incredibly neurotic. Like
Very
he
neurotic.
needs a lot of help.
I know. Sometimes I get anxious watching
Oh my
his
God, me too.
parts because I'm like, he just won't stop. His parents, they're looking at him. They're like, James, shut up.
His dad is so hilarious. When he's like, don't worry. He's like, we weren't. Like the way the dad talks to him. Like,
I know. The dad is hilarious. But
I sent this video. Wait, I got it. Like, I sent this to, I don't know who I sent it to, but I was just dying laughing. Do you remember when, like, he wrote his poem down and he goes in his room and he tries to find it. He says, oh my God, I knew it was somewhere. Like, and you hear the whole thing. Then he comes back and he's all frantic. Okay. And he takes his glass of water. He's like, the blessed moon. And it's just like, oh my God. I was like, just watching him dying laughing. And there's so many memes. It's like the most patient girl in the world.
Literally. I'm like, she's so sweet and so soft spoken, and she's like when she touched his hair, and I'm like,
God.
And he's always like, you still love me, right? Like you don't think I did anything wrong. You don't think, and like and his mom's always like, James, let her talk. But it's so because he's like he's trying so hard, and he even says like, I'm really trying hard not to make things about me anymore and to be the center of attention.
Somebody should tell him to shut the fuck up. Like if that,
but she's not going to.
But if that was my son still, like sometimes I tell Jax, like when he's on a loop, when he does one of his like crazy loops, I'm like literally like, Jax, shut the fuck up. And people might be like, but that's like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're like, shut your freaking pie hole. He won't stop. He's not gonna stop. But sometimes you're just like, oh my God, I cannot hear the same. Like it's a different way for him now because he's only 11. But like there does need to be, and I think the dad is kind of like that.
Yeah.
There needs to be sometimes like even Olivia's like, shut the heck up. Like seriously, like there need to be some normality. Yeah. And of course, like you're not ever going to like treat them. They're disabled. They can't help it. But a little bit of part of that banter, I think, brings normalcy to a family dynamic. Mm-hmm. If you kind of just let them do like all the things that they're supposed to do, forget it. Yeah. It will disrupt the entire disequilibrium. Yeah. Like you do as much as you can to make them comfortable, but sometimes like you need to just be like, bruh, like give it a rest. Like I take his iPad away and I'm like, move on to this because we're tired of it. Next. Like, I think somebody needs to do that with James. Like, James, take a breath.
Like his dad tries.
Take a breath. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't. No, just be quiet. Yeah. Like, count to 30. Like, I think that would help him. You gotta, like, do something. Yeah. I don't know if I'm sure they tried that. I'm sure they're like, you don't think we've told him to shut the fuck up?
I would love to see, like, how they came to be. Because she's so sweet.
Last season, it showed a little bit. Like they just met somehow.
And they were around that like little like fire pit or whatever at the end.
I think they met at some like medieval thing that like Connor likes. It was some like crazy festival.
Oh, I love Connor.
I love the way he talks.
So do I.
Dude, remember last season when he first met George and he goes down to the bathroom? He's like, oh my God. He's like, toot to the bella. Fuck.
The best.
Like that was like one of the best scenes in the absolute like world to me. Just the way that he freaking talks when he's talking to his dog. Mm-hmm. Like I just cannot with him. But he's very high functioning.
He is very, because he's like so thoughtful and like the things that he's able to communicate his feelings, and he's very high functioning. Very. Even like the breathlessness in his talking, he's so smart. Yeah, he's very smart. All of these autistic people have some sort of savantness to them. Mm-hmm. Like most of them, like even Abby, like she's able to like number all the colors or something. Like she learned that in like 5 seconds. They all have some sort of like thing that they're hyper focused on. And it's just, I wonder why that is.
I don't know. It's like that part of their brain that can just like, I know for Jax, you know how he's on the iPad, like he can literally sync to the second something on his iPad to a movie that he's watching. Yeah. Like he knows every single second of like 100 movies. Yeah. Like how? I could practice all day long. I could sit there for like 5 months and try to like time it and like never get there. So it's something in the brain that I don't know what it is. but it's wild. So, who else do you like? Did you just binge from 0 to the
I
fourth
did.
season?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
watched.
There's only 6 episodes. It's so quick.
Was it 6 on there?
Yes, I was wanting more.
I
6
watched.
or 7.
I binged it last year when I was doing IVF and I was on bed rest. So that's when I binged like the whole season, all the seasons up until this one, and then I just watched this one this week. But I know I wanted more. I wanted more of Connor. I love him.
He you know he's not coming back.
He's not.
No.
How do you know?
Because he made an announcement. I follow him. He's like, I'm deciding to move on. I think he was saying like, I want to date without cameras there. Like, I feel like it's definitely helped me because it probably forced a coupling that he wouldn't have done. Like, I think Logan is where Connor started.
Yeah.
Like he fell in love with the first girl, or like you get so excited when like there's an immediate connection. So Connor's been through all those like really awkward. I think he's ready now to actually like date without it being kind of set up, like find something a little bit more natural.
I think he really did like Georgie, but I just like over time he realized that there were things about her, things that she did, not necessarily like bad things, but just things that weren't like vibing for him, and he was just getting a little bummed out more than he probably wanted to, just because he was trying to be so like that one time when they're in the park. He's saying all these like romantic things to her, and she's like, ladybug.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
but she's also 23.
I know, she's young.
And I think Connor is like 27 or 28.
Yeah, she's young.
So I think
she seems very young.
Yes, like what he's looking for is not where she's at.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. It's normal things that you go through. Like the awkward like conversations, the awkward silences. I'm not kidding. Like I watch this and I'm like, I swear to God, I feel like I'm autistic too. Because I think I when I go see the dates, I relate to that so much.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. If there was an awkward silence, I'm like,
that's what they always. So a lot of them say that though too. Like, what are you looking for in your dates? Like being able to hold conversation, no awkward silences. Like a lot of them say that, which is because I think that is something they know that they probably struggle with. So they want somebody to help them or vice versa. But yeah, there's a lot of
awkward pauses. My God, the awkward pauses. And it's just like, they're probably thinking like, okay, what do I say next? And it's so prevalent on their face, you know, and you can see them like,
yeah,
like the wheels are actually spinning in their head. Like, what do I say next? And then it's like, you know, it's just, oh my God, who else was a little Mexican?
Oh yeah, what's his name? I like him. Henry? Is it Henry?
Is it
what
Dylan?
Is it? Dylan. It's Dylan. Yeah.
What do you think? Like Despicable Me 4?
He's like, please don't say that.
Please say yes, please say.
He was like, have you seen all of them? He's like, please say yes, please say yes. And then he's like, do you like candy? Please say no. Please say no. I was like, why can't she like candy?
I know. He is so.
Or when they did the drawing of him, he's like, oh my God.
Yes.
That drawing was pretty scary.
It was. Well, they're the caricatures. Like they're supposed to be that
like
way.
The lips were all blown up. He's like, oh my God. He's like, wow, that's really scary.
When they were like at that Western thing and he's sitting on the thing, he's like, oh my God, it's moving. I'm like, it's literally like going 3 freaking miles per hour.
Oh yeah, he's so
cute, right? He's like, interesting. I cannot.
Okay, boss.
Yes.
His mom.
They're so endearing. I think people like that exist in this world to just like show you like what's so great about them is the things that are important to them is what should be important to everybody. Yeah. It's just making connections.
Yeah.
Like they want to be heard. They want to be understood. A lot of them are trapped in their bodies. I think Abby even said that.
Yeah.
She felt like she had no voice, like Ariel.
Yeah.
And especially if you're not even verbal. Like you think about being in a marriage or a friendship, and the most frustrating thing in the world is when you can talk and you're still misunderstood. It's like, no, but you're not getting it.
Yeah.
So imagine like not being able to communicate. You go your whole life just being frustrated. I feel like that's a very basic necessity in life, is just being able to be heard, because your receptive language is very good. Like you understand, like Jax understands everything. So even when I'm like, pick this up and go upstairs, like he might struggle to do it. He needs prompting, but he hears what I'm like, he understands what I'm saying. So it's just that expressive language. And then just wanting connection, just wanting to be loved, just wanting to spend your time with somebody, just want to like, you know, have a romantic relationship. Like they don't care about fancy shit. Like, and some of these parents are wealthy. Like I know Tanner's parents have money. Like they just crave human connection. There's nothing superficial about it. And I think people like that, like make little things in your life that you think that are so important. When you have people around, like they show you. That's why it's so endearing. Like that's really just all that matters.
Yeah, I know.
Like Jack does that for little things. Like when Liv comes home and she's like, I got a B-. I'm like, who fucking cares? Like Jax can like barely write his name. When you have a kid like that, you're like, you know, like he's not gonna, it puts things into perspective a little bit for you. Like grades are important because you're capable, but it's not important because that's the most important thing in the world.
Yeah.
If you get a bad grade, it's because I know you're like slacking off. But if you're trying and you get, okay, he can't even write his name. He was working out for like, he's in 5th. Sometimes I go home and I read, I'm like, Jack, what the heck is this? It's like J, A, you know, like you got to mess with him a little bit. He's like, or when I ask him how old he is, 9 years old. Like, girl, you're 11. Move on. You know?
Dude, maybe he loved 9 years old. Was that his favorite?
I don't know, but he keeps saying 9. I'm like, what's wrong with 11?
Something about 9 that he like.
I think that's the last time that he worked on that. So they have these little goals in ABA. So I remember he's like, my name's Jax. Where do you live? Irvine. What's dad's name? Jason. So once you hit those goals so many times,
they move on.
Yeah, you move on. So probably nobody's asked him that like randomly. So he's like, I'm 9. Homie, that was 4 years ago. You're 11 now. You have to keep reminding them.
Yeah.
You know?
Does he say 11 ever? No.
We'll say, Jax, you're 11. And he'll be like, I'm 11 years old. And then you'll ask him literally 3 minutes later, how old are you? And he's 9. But yeah, it's a good show. It's a great show.
It is. Like you said, it's just, they're so sweet and genuine. It's just feel good.
And a lot of them have like really great opportunities that come out from it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think, what's her name? Logan's little girlfriend, Haley? Do you think she ever really liked him? Or do you think she was like playing for the show?
I don't think because that's not in her, but I think
she was just trying to be nice.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, she's so cute. She has a job. She's a little lunch lady.
I think it's in her nature to be like kind and nice. Yeah. But you could see when she went in her room, she was like, ugh.
When he went in his room?
Yeah. She was like, messy. Like, this makes me uncomfortable. And she's like, I can help you clean your room.
Yeah, she was so sweet. She's like, I could help you and show you how to organize. She's like, my room's very clean.
Yeah.
But in the first date, when she was like, what she said, you're acting weird or something like that. She was like, yeah, I mean, you're acting so weird, but I think I like you, or I think I'm having a good time, you know?
I think she's probably like processing, like, he's coming on strong. I'm nervous. Like, do I say I like you too? Like, you know, just, I pegged that from the beginning. I'm like, this is not going to end. Like when John saw the last thing too, it's like they were over. He was like, damn it. I'm like, girl, you knew from the beginning.
I know.
She was just trying to be nice. But it's his first date. Besides, what's her name?
Tifa.
Besides Tifa, my God, that was so freaking hilarious. Like I had to break up with Tifa.
Girl. His imaginary girlfriend.
I think she's probably back now.
Tifa. He said, yeah, she's all right. She's with the blonde haired guy now. Like, not only did you break up with her, but you went on to let her live her life in your head. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's his first date ever. And she's cute. You know, so for him, he's probably like,
she was very cute.
Yeah. I think she's a little bit more advanced than he is. Even though her language is kind of like limited. I think her and Connor would be a good pair. I think she's not as romantic as Connor would like, but I feel like they would be more like equals because he's able to stimulate conversation. Yeah. And then she could like follow. So they might be a good pair.
I'm sad he's not going to be on the show anymore.
Yeah, he's done.
I like all the little things that he says. I'm just like, Wow, where did he come up with that? That was good.
I love when
he's so witty.
He's
I
very
wish I was that witty.
And his mom is super cool.
Yeah, she is.
But I love when he was like, the knife doesn't kill. It's the person who holds the knife. Like such a, forget about however you feel, like weapons are, but it's such like, it was such a, that word when it's like common sense argument.
Yeah.
When he's like, oh, the knife. It's like, it's not the knife. It's the somebody who's holding it. He makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like he takes all of this, everything out of it. And it's like just a basic like conversation like that. He's really smart.
Very smart.
And his parents are cool. I think having like his siblings around, you know, kind of probably shaped him. He has 4 siblings.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. They got to travel a little bit this season.
Yeah. They do in the Australian one too.
They do.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that one. I was pretty impressed like by James, even though he's just so high stress for me. When he's like driving and like driving them to Cape Cod and I was like, okay. And they're like looking at houses and his dad's like, James, you're almost 40. He's like, Dad, please, you have to say that.
He's like, please find a house, please find a house, please find a house.
And the LED lights.
Oh my God, the LED lights. I could not. It's like, these are fluorescent. It is 2026. I'm like, I knew he's going to go in there and say LED lights. Like that's all he freaking cares about is LED lights.
And then he's like, this is not a peep show when they're switching to the things.
He is hilarious.
He is so funny. But yes, he does make me a little anxious.
Incredibly neurotic.
Take a breath.
Again,
breathe.
Somebody just needs him to tell to shut the fuck up. And I think his girl can tell him.
She's so sweet. I mean, sometimes she's like, James, why are you saying that?
I love how he literally trips and he's like, oh, are you okay? Did you trip? She's like, James, you tripped. Like that was like a little snippet that I don't think people caught. I'm like, girl, it was you. You tripped. I didn't even trip. But what is going on here?
Oh man.
He needs help. He needs a little like smacker. And he's 40. Like he can handle it. You're 37. Just be quiet and calm down. I was also wondering, like, I wonder if he's ever been medicated. Like, so he cannot be so like neurotic. But I'm sure they've tried stuff in the past and it just doesn't work. Just like level him out a little bit. I don't think when kids are like little, unless they're super aggressive, it's probably the best idea. But when they're, 37,
just to mellow him out, calm him down a little bit.
Calm down and cut that hair.
He loves his hair.
Cut the hair.
It's like part of him.
Let me tell you something.
I feel like he would have a freaking, if someone cut his hair.
He needs to, though. This is something that you need to help these kids out. Like when I don't know if I said this, but when I drop her, like Jax off at Cortica, first of all, the last scene was so freaking hilarious where they're all singing. And it's like, this is just a motley crew of like singing. I'm like, every time I walk into Cortica, it's like all autistic kids. It's just a motley crew. So like it reminded me of it. And I'm just like, so hilarious. But I'm telling you, there are some kids in there and I'm like, you have to help your kids out. You cannot have a 16-year-old with a female with a round Sonny Bono bowl cut and leggings to the shin and a shirt with no bra. You've got to help them out.
Yeah.
Like Connor dresses nice, like, and it's not about like you just can't do that to them.
Yeah.
There's another kid too. I'm like, what? They're struggling so much as it is. Help them out. Get him a nice little fit. Cut the bowl cut. She's 16. Grow her hair out. Maybe put her hair in a ponytail. Teach her how to do things like that.
That she like holds on to, so they just let her like have it. Like she's like, this is my cut. This is what I like.
Hell no, because she's not there. Trust me. She's not even like the kids at his thing are pretty severe.
Yeah.
But severe or not, like Jack's like as much torture as it's been. I take him to the dentist. I can't actually like fix his teeth and know he's going to need braces. Like I know Mom said that. I was like, Mom, like I can't. Maybe when he's older and he can handle it, like I want him to feel good and confident about himself.
Yeah.
But I give him haircuts. I mean, if not, his hair would be out to here in the weeds. I try to put like a cool little outfit for him. I'm not dressing him up in shorts to here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have to do that for them. And that's the one thing. It's like, you're struggling so much as it is. Why would you give a 16-year-old a freaking bowl cut, a girl, and put her in socks up to here with like she's dressed like she's 4 years old?
Yeah.
And the sandals with the socks. Let's go. Figure it out. Take her to Nordstrom Rack. Like, I don't know if that's harsh.
Well, I just wonder, like, I'm wondering if it's the kid that's like, you know, like doing these things or putting it on themselves and then the parents don't want to. Obviously, you would know because you've experienced it, but is it just something you just like push over time? Because Jax used to scream his brains out for haircuts, but he's better now, right?
Yeah, I had to. I can't let him look like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Same thing with brushing his teeth. What do I just give up because he doesn't like to brush his teeth?
Yeah.
When I give him a haircut, people used to like, did they call CPS on me? Because they were like, what is happening? I'm like, I promise you I'm giving him a haircut. Yeah. That's it. So like now people know, like I have to put all the windows down. Does
he still scream?
No, he gets a little frustrated. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But same thing, going to the dentist, same thing with his clothes. If it's up to him, he's like Hugh Hefner. He'll be in pajamas all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we're going out to a nice dinner. I can't just, wear your pajamas and your Crocs. Like, not when you're going to dinner. You got to help them out. They're not going to fight it enough where it's like, he doesn't really care what outfit he's in. He just wants to be comfortable. Yeah. Get some joggers, some nice little Nikes, do the hair, give him a cute little shirt, and then send him out into the world because he's already going to be, flapping away. So let's have everything else.
Yeah.
You can't be the flapping with the mismatched pajamas and the Crocs at 11, 12 when you're not a baby anymore. You got to help them out. And I think Connor's parents, Tanner's parents, Abby, like they've kind of, they pushed him like, let's wear something a little bit more appropriate. We're not going to be in pajamas. That's something that you can work with over time. But I think these parents are like, I don't know, like everything is hard enough. I get it. But I was even asking John because I know he's dropped. I'm like, do you see like what the hell is going on there? And he's like, well, the parents are a little bit nerdy, so maybe that's why they think the outfit's fine. And I'm like, it's not. Nobody thinks a Sunny
Maybe they
Bono.
need to have a parents class with
They
you.
do. They should be watching Love on the Spectrum because I think these parents do a really great job. Now, another romanticized thing is you can tell they're choosing parents. Not all of them, but even Dylan's mom, single mom, you see they live in a little apartment, but she works, she's putting effort into her son.
Yeah.
So whether you have a little bit of money or a lot of money, obviously the ones who have a lot of money, like Connor dresses nice, Tanner dresses nice, like they're putting in that effort for them. It's the kids who like just, the parents who are like, whatever. And I've seen some of these kids. I'm around autistic kids all the freaking time. And now anytime I see an autistic adult, I 2 seconds, I know it. You can tell. You gotta help them. I think with James, like you should have cut the hair a long time ago and you should have ixnayed the sandals. The sandals should have been gone a long time ago.
Oh, Lord.
And if you say to them,
his parents are kind of nerdy. His dad kind of dresses like that.
That's the thing. So like I get it, but like even the girlfriend can say, we got to do something about those sandals.
Maybe she likes them.
She doesn't. Sandals when you're at home, maybe when you go to the market, but when we go to the Cape, bring some dress shoes.
Yeah.
And he'd probably like, I really like my sandals, but he's at a point in his life where he
might do it.
If my girlfriend wants me to do, then I'm going to wear this shoes. He'll complain about it every second of the way, but he'll do it. And that's what I want for these kids.
Maybe you should have a parent class.
Seriously, I should do a parenting class. Parenting 101. Figure out these haircuts and these outfits ASAP. Okay, do not send them off into the world. They're already struggling. At least let them have like a chance. A chance. Because whether you're autistic or not, and you have a bowl cut at 16, no chance.
Yeah, no.
0 chance. It's no different. A bowl cut. Like a long bowl
like helmet head?
cut. What's happening? I swear to God, I want to ask that mom every time. I just want to be like, can I just please
have you
help
seen
you
her?
out a little? Yes. She's
Does
fine.
she
The
have a
other
bowl
little-
cut?
No, she's got her hair like, look, half of the parents in there, one person came in with literally one sandal and one foot. You don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like an autistic mother, probably your shoe fell off somewhere. We get it. Like nobody, we know.
Yeah.
You're in sweats, your hair, your ponytail's over here. Every parent,
all that makes sense.
Every
right?
parent there just looks like they need to just like take a couple of hits and have a cigarette.
have a glass
We
of
get the
wine.
parents,
Yeah.
but the kids.
But maybe they're so like exhausted that they're like, I can't even put effort into
have
this.
to.
Which I get.
You have to.
That you're saying they have to, but I could also imagine like they're probably like, girl, I can't even like
I know.
put 2 shoes on.
There's times when he goes to therapy, I'm like, Crocs are acceptable. Even Liv's like Crocs, and I'm like, he's fine right now. Just leave him. Because she's like very with the outfits too. But when we're going somewhere now, and I'm like, no, you're not wearing your freaking pajamas. And he'll fight and he'll scream for a minute. And then I'll just say, well, taking the iPad away, or uncle's not coming. And then he's like, it's a process. You got to get through it. Anyways.
Also, I didn't realize I know there's levels. Obviously, there's like more severe, but like Asperger's and autism,
I don't think they
different
say
in their levels.
Asperger's anymore.
They did on the show.
Well, I think she was saying like, when she was
Does that make it like he's like very high functioning?
Yes, like the cowboy.
Yeah.
Her cowboy sweetheart.
Tyler.
He's so cute too. When he starts crying hysterically after
I
the
know.
proposal.
I was like, is he laughing or crying? I was like, I think he's crying.
He's so cute. They're so sweet together. And they pray before their little cheeseburger.
I know. She's like, McDonald's?
I know.
She was so excited.
It's my favorite meal. But they're such a great partnership because you could see how he is Asperger's. She's like, we don't really say Asperger's anymore, but he's like a level 1. So I think he would be where like Hendrik is.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Hendrik is a level 1.
Yeah.
Like he can hold a conversation. He does his little like quirkiness, but he's very high functioning. You can tell he's autistic. You wouldn't maybe have known 30 years ago, even though he's almost 30, but like that's kind of when like we were like, okay, Asperger's high functioning. But like
why don't they say that anymore?
I don't know. They just don't use that term anymore.
Okay.
It's like level 1, level 2, level 3.
Okay.
And it's just like, or you could be like level 2, 3, moderate, severe, and it can kind of change, but not like Jax is never going to be Asperger's. It's not going to happen. So if you're like kind of diagnosed with that, depending on your growth, that'll change. But
I can't really remember like Hendrik as like
I do.
around Jax's age.
We're going to punch a peach, a punch a peach, a punch a peach.
Yeah.
But he talked.
Punch a peach, I'm dead.
But I remember like taking him to Disneyland with Julia's friends, and he just had a moment where he's like, punch a peach, punch a peach, punch a peach. And I feel like doing that when I'm waiting in line at Disneyland. Like, I want to fucking do that too. So when he was doing that, and then Julia's friend was like,
what's
what is
happening?
going on here? And I'm like, he just needs, like when she's like, I just need to get my whatever out.
Yeah.
Like, if he feels like a punch in a peach, like sometimes if you just want to scream in a pillow or like shake your eyeballs, that's kind of like what that impulse is, but he just does it. I remember him. He's very quirky. He had kind of a hard time like looking.
Yes,
but he still communicated. Not
I don't
great.
remember him being so verbal.
Not
like,
as
now.
verbal now, but he definitely was verbal, more so than Jax was. He could say like a full sentence. Sentences.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like they might have come off like a little bit like not stuttering, but it was not.
Yeah.
I remember him homeschooling. We'll go in there and be like, girl. Aunt Sabrina tried homeschooling him. I remember I would like pick him up from school sometimes and we'd have like, I would give him a donut in the back of my car. I'd be like, oh my God.
Oh yeah. The sugar would get him rolling.
Yes. Or you have a Sprite and like his eyes would shake
laughing
too.
hysterically. He's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot.
But
she's like, don't give him Sprite. And then we're like, we want to see what happens.
But do you remember he was like, I'll have the Vip Duck?
Yeah.
Like that was pretty young.
Yeah. That was when we were at Duke's, when they came to visit me in college.
Like he was able to order for himself.
He's like, I'm gonna have the Vip Duck and a Coke.
Yeah. So that was like.
My mom's like, whoa.
Yeah,
you're not having the Vip Duck.
The Vip Duck.
Nice try.
Or he's like, I'll have the lobster tail, please. It was like 900, not 900. It was like $100. And Dad was like, no, bro. You ain't getting the lobster tail. Yeah, he was high functioning.
Now he's got his movie reviews, busting all over LA County.
By himself, on the bus. That guy could get anywhere.
He has headphones like Jax.
Yeah.
Loves his headphones.
Yeah.
He's still looking for love too.
Yeah, I feel like he would be great on that show.
He would be.
I think it would force him. It would force connection. It would kind of open the door. I think just like anybody who's afraid to date, it's like you really have to put yourself out there.
I feel like Hendrix not afraid to date though. He's been talking about dating for like 20 years.
But it's like, where are you going to find those connections?
Yeah.
So if you're on a show, they're casting for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like going on The Bachelor. They're casting for it. So maybe in your everyday life, you're on Tinder or whatever the hell it is, or maybe by chance you meet somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been single for however many years. I don't ever by chance meet anybody. Like there wasn't even like, I would have to go out to a bar. Like that's even just a little bit effort. And maybe there's got to be some sort of avenue to at least have prospects in front of you. So I think that's what the show does, is because they're casting other autistic people. They're looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're putting them together. Naturally, there's going to be some sort of like, so I think to find that on your own is hard. And I do think autistic people,
little meetups or anything.
No, they need to
They should
date probably other autistic people, except for that one girl. Do you remember her? Like all she wanted to do was have sex. She was like the horniest girl ever. The anime girl.
There.
Yeah, she was on the last episode.
Is her guy not autistic?
I don't think so.
He's a police officer, right?
But he's obviously got to be a little something, because they just make out at the table in front of everybody.
Know. Whenever they kiss, I'm always like.
I just remember her like literally like being so horny. Like all she wanted to do was have sex.
Well, yeah, they asked her on the show. Or
I know.
Connor asked her on the very last one.
There's a funniest
intimacy is like a very important part. And she goes, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
we done that." He's like, his eyes. He goes,
but I mean, it's normal.
100%.
But it's just hilarious.
She's very open with it.
it. Like there is a meme and it's like with her with the big smile. It's like when I look at you, that you know what I want.
She's so cute though, and so sweet. She's like, first part is finding out who you are, being who you are, being good enough for yourself, or something like she said. That she was like, that's number one. That's the first step. And I was like, that's really sweet. And then he's like, yeah, I need to look in the mirror and know who's looking back at me or something.
Like everything he says is like a poetry line.
Yeah.
So
he's
poetic.
Just like his words, just like they like flow and they like drag a little bit and they hang. It's like, yeah, like he's saying a poem.
Very poetic.
Love him.
I know.
I want to meet him.
I know. I would love to meet all of
Connor.
them.
Didn't his girlfriend break up with him?
No, he broke up with
He
her.
broke up with her. She was 23.
She was just too silly
young.
for him. He was trying to be romantical.
Like 27, 28, I think. Later 20s.
Oh, but she's so cute.
He needs a more mature woman. He's ready to like put a locket on the bridge in France, you know? Like he's ready. He's ultra ready for romance.
Except he said he's going to spend some time alone, which I like too, because he's like, I need to take some time away from dating.
Yeah.
And just
What about the other one?
find
that
himself.
didn't come back?
Tanner?
Yeah.
I think Tanner's gotten like a lot of opportunities elsewhere. I think what a lot of them, what they're saying is like they don't want to date in front of the cameras because it's awkward on top of awkward. So they just want to have like normal.
Well, someone asked him on this last episode, do you want to date? You want a girlfriend? He said, no, I'm good.
Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it felt
right
forced for him.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'll try. But he was such a lovable
He's so
character, so
sweet
they
too,
fell in love
yeah.
with him. And his family is great. Bentley's back.
Oh, good stuff. What about that one girl? We didn't talk about her at all. Emma? She's really sweet. Is it Emma?
Yeah.
She works at the autistic or whatever it's called, the facility.
Oh, she goes to school there. I didn't even know that there was,
there.
it's a neurotypical college. I didn't even know that they had those.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to
And
see.
then her little showcase. And
Yeah.
then she was pretty high functioning.
Yeah. She's freaking out because she didn't have her lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about her song that she made up? The song that she sang.
I mean, are you talking about Abby? I think.
No, I'm talking about Emma, who she sang her song.
Yeah, she sang.
Oh,
at
did she?
school.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember that.
And their families are so sweet. I really like the Logan's sister.
Yeah. I mean, they're twins, and you just see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
What about the cowboy?
This cowboy sweetheart.
I knew he was going to propose. I was
He's
like,
so
oh my
cute.
gosh. She's like, oh my gosh, is this really happening
I
right now?
know.
She says it like 20 times.
Especially when she's like, I never like got asked to the prom, and like now I'm
Yeah.
engaged. You know,
Her outfits, I can't. With her like blue dress and her blue eyeshadow and her blue lips and her cute little hairstyles. She's always like so put together with her
Matched.
little outfits, matchy.
She's adorable.
And she's like, I don't bring my dolls anywhere.
Yeah.
That's past for me. She's like, that's over. I don't do that anymore. I was like,
Praise
And
God.
Kian was like, wow, that's a big step for
Yeah.
you. Remember Logan kept calling Kian Sean? There's so many things on Instagram where people are like, Kian, your name is fucking Sean now. That's it. Logan has spoken. You're
Right?
Sean.
I saw that. Do not argue with
That's
Logan.
so good. Where did he get Sean from?
No idea, but he says it like 7 times.
know,
And that's why
that
everybody's
Kian.
like, Kian, your name is Sean. It's not Kian. And he's like, oops, yeah, my bad. Sorry about that, Kian. Every time.
Oh, I love him. I hope he finds love. His hair, though. What about that hair?
That hair needs some help too. This is what I'm telling you. You got to help with the hair. You've got to. And that room too. If you had a girl coming over, like I would be,
I thought he said
Go-
he was gonna clean his room.
No,
and then he
girl.
just like moved a few things, and then when they went in there, it was like,
I think they're probably like let it play out the way it's supposed to play out.
yeah.
But hopefully in the future. And then Mary's like, yeah, there was a cockroach in here once. And she was like, like,
Oh gosh.
that's the honesty that we.
I think that girl would make a good couple with Hendrik.
That's what
Yes.
he
I
said.
feel like they kind of look like same, like they got a little bit of a, like they're white, but
little,
they
like,
still have a little,
European?
a little European.
We need to set her up with Hendrik.
And she lives in LA,
I
right?
know.
Haley?
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah, because Logan's in LA. Or
Oh, they're in
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're in Vegas.
That's close enough.
They're in Vegas.
I
She
do,
had
I
a really
think-
nice house. Her
Yeah.
parents.
We were saying that.
And the other one's coming back. The love on, what's the other one with the Down syndrome?
I feel like that hasn't been back in a long time.
I just saw there's a
Down with Love.
Down with Love.
Oh, I've never
There's
seen
going
that
to be a
one.
new season of that. That I love too. It's Madween.
Madween? They're super cute
They're
too.
so cute. I love them all.
I haven't seen that one.
It's cute, but it hasn't come on for a long time.
I love it. My husband's like, babe, what are you watching? I'm just like laughing hysterically the
I
whole time. And
know.
I'm like, oh, they're so sweet. Like
How-
some things they say, I'm just dying.
Dying, right?
Like I laugh. And like, it's like, I feel, obviously I can say this with you, but like, I'm not laughing at them. It's just like, they're
yes.
so sweet and they're so
Yes.
cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's something I'm thinking and they're saying, but like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but I just love how they just, whatever's on their mind, they just say, and it's just so pure. And I'm like, you know what? I need to be more like that.
They're honest to
Yeah.
the core, but not their intention is never mean spirited.
No.
That's the difference. I think when
Mhm.
people like use that as an example, or not an example, as an excuse, like especially how, so it's like, well, do you want me to be honest? And I'm like, no, bitch, not if you're going to do it to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Like, just saying like, I like to be honest and I'm very upfront and forthcoming. And I like to get everything out on the table. Fine. But say it in a way that's like a productive
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
If you're saying it to hurt somebody, which 90% of people are,
Yeah.
that's different. They're saying things like they can't help it. It's coming out. And then they'll think about it like, oh, if I hurt your feelings, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There is a very like real purity to that.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, like everything, every little action that they feel, if they want to jump, if they want to move, if they want to twerk, or if they want to, be in the
They
middle of the
do it.
grocery store and go like this, like they just do it. Like they can't even stop the impulse to.
Does Jack see that?
Sometimes we're just like,
Yeah. You didn't like that dance that Liv sent us, did you?
no, that was lame, not his best work. That's why sometimes I got to call him out too. I'm like, sometimes,
Usually-
okay.
Dot.
Seriously, what the heck? He has better moves than that. Better moves than that. You can't like, you got to give them a little bit of tough love
Yeah.
so they get it together. But then sometimes you just look at them and you're like,
How are Liv's friends with Jack's?
they're sweet.
They are.
But she tries to use that excuse now all the time for crashing out. You don't think my life is hard with an autistic brother? I'm like, girl, bye. Or that story's over.
That's her new thing?
Yeah, I'm like, that story's over. That's why she's autistic. I mean, that's why she's crashing out. She's like, all my other friends have normal brothers. I was like, girl, bye. Nobody, like, have very little to do. Like, okay, yeah, you have an autistic brother and that's not going to change and it's not a normal, like, thing. But at the same time, it's like, You wouldn't have like, there's no fighting. Like, he's so sweet. All he wants to do is love on you.
Yeah.
And like, he'll even let you like kick him in the butt 5 times. And like, you'll take his iPad and run away. And he just stands there like, come on. Like, I do get what you're saying, but your life, we make it very, very hard for your life to have to do anything with him. Like, nothing changes for you. Like, when she's crashing out, she's looking for reasons to crash out. She'll say that. How much is it, brother? Okay. I have an autistic son. Like, is that an excuse for me to crash out?
Did you say fine, Mom?
No. She'll say it later, but she has to have, you know, she can't let me know that I won right in the beginning. She has to give me some time. But they're good. They're sweet. They'll always be like, hi, Jax. But she does, like, we went to her softball game, and he was, like, doing one of his stems.
And she's like, Mom.
It was, like, an echolalia stem, and she gets really embarrassed. And I can understand that, because it's like, hee-haw, and we're out on the field. And even if I heard someone saying hee-haw 1,000 times, I'd be like, so Uncle and I were like, we just stepped back into like the other field so he can hee-haw away, because if you tell him to be quiet, like it just doesn't register. He needs to get it out.
Yeah.
So she came back and she's frustrated because she's like, I know my whole fucking team, like that's embarrassing. And I get it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to come watch you. We want to support you, but hee-haw is going to be there. Sometimes he'll be quiet. Sometimes he won't. We'll just have to see. So there are things like that. Or like when we went to her high school, she's like, please don't have Jax there. You know, yes, because she's like, I don't want to have, and there's times that I'm like, I get it. We're just gonna go. I will leave Jax home. I'll make plans. Like I'll take work off. This is important for you.
Yeah.
Without having him there, and I get that at times. Like in a restaurant, she's very much, because we had that traumatizing situation where somebody was like, basically shut the fuck up to me and Jax.
In LA?
Yeah, when he was stemming, remember? So she gets like very triggered, and she's always like, be quiet, Jax. And I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be worried when I'm here or when Uncle's here. Like, you don't have to be worried. Go enjoy, walk away. Stop telling him every second, don't do this, don't do that, be quiet. Remember somebody else was like, I used to tell her to hush, like in church.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to, like, when they're doing too much, you need to walk away. But you can't like, you're like stifling him. Like, just go, walk. We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So those things I do understand.
But she's really good with him.
Yeah.
And they're so sweet.
She is.
He loves her so much.
She's really good. She's very good with
they're
him.
Playful, and
sometimes they're little rival, like they're little things I have to kind of just let happen. She gets annoyed with him, but she's good. She definitely had to come first. I think she's just interested, like what it's like to have a sibling, like a neurotypical sibling.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the two of them. That time has passed.
It's fun.
It is fun, right? Yeah. I know. Sometimes I'm like I said, sometimes it's good to have somebody who like just shuts the fuck up. You know? It's fun when you're older. I think it's fun when you're like teenagers, but sometimes you just fight.
Lots of fights. I mean, they probably never fight.
No.
What would their fighting even be like exactly? Like, they can't fight. It would just be her getting annoyed with him.
They never fight. She'll just be like, she'll like with him, but then he'll turn around and say, "But," like then he'll want her to like, and then it turns into a play. Yeah. The only time it's not a fight, but when I know she's losing her temper with him, and I have to like yell at her, I'm like, "Calm down," and like give him a second. But they never fight. He's always like, "Sissy, where's Sissy?" Like he likes when she's around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's good and bad to all of it. Speaking of fighting, we can finish this, wrap this up. But you should really watch Platt Family. I think I told you about that. Platt Family, I think. It's on TLC. There is like 4 seasons, and maybe you don't have to start from the beginning. But it's a huge family. They grew up very like weird. They didn't go to school. They were homeschooled, very Christian. They grew up on a farm. And so the dynamic of them is just very weird. And then it starts with them all like wanting to go off, and like they've never tried soda before. Like they're rebelling. So now it's season 4. And like I told you, they all have a lot of relationships, like girlfriends or marriages that have really
you did.
With when the family dynamic.
About the Beckham thing you brought up.
And so this is a new season. So one of the girls just got married, and she only knew him for like 3 months. So they were like the wedding was kind of a disaster, but they were saying like, yo, you just met this person 3 months ago. We're worried about you. We don't think you're ready to get married. And then they're like, you're kind of like, it's forced. You're making me like this guy. I don't even know him yet. So like the tensions make sense.
But they don't
like,
live together anymore.
What do you mean?
Like they don't all still live together?
No, but now they're kind of coming back. Like there's always like one goes off here, then they come back. One goes off here, then they come back.
How old are they now?
They're all like anywhere from, I think the youngest is like 12 and the oldest is like maybe 30 or 28. There's like 11 kids or 10 kids. There's a lot. So you just see through how like all the siblings go off and kind of do their thing. And then it's like a guy was dating this girl who was like horrible to the family, like choose me or choose, you know, and you just see how it affects the family dynamic when there's 7 kids or 8 kids. I honestly don't know. There's a lot of kids. And then they had a family meeting on last night's episode, and she like, the way you treated me before my wedding, like was one of the worst nights of my life. And if you have anything to say to Zach, like say it now, like very similar to like what we go through. Yeah. And the mom is like, we just met him. You're like, now we have to just be forced to like him. It's really good to show you like how big families, when you have other people that come in, the dynamic and what it does, and like seeing other people's side of it, and they're trying to understand her, and it's good. You should watch it.
All right.
Maybe pick up on season like 2 or 3. I don't know if you have to go back to the beginning, but you should see like all the relationships that kind of like cause havoc in a family dynamic and how they're dealing with it. Good. Maybe we'll revisit that one in a couple weeks after you. I'll send it to you. It's on TLC. TLC has the wildest shows ever.
All right. I can use a new show. I just finished the Crazy Mormon Wives. Secret Wives. Wild.
Yeah. This is that the one the plot, whatever it's called, is very relatable for us when you have a big family.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. Are you going to be here next week? Because you've got some stuff that you got to do. Or is it 2 weeks from now?
I'm getting colonoscopy, but I will be here. It's at 12. I have to be there at 12:30. So if we could do earlier.
What are you going to be? Don't you have to like poop your brains out before?
Amanda.
Well, Jack just had one. He was literally like butt in the air.
I don't know. I got to ask Mom. She just had one. I don't remember. I was in the hospital last time I had mine. So like whatever I was doing, I was already there laying down doing nothing for 3 days.
But
so
weren't you, I thought they have to clean you out.
They do, but I don't think that morning. I think like I should already be pretty good, but maybe we can just postpone.
Oh.
TMI.
Sorry, like he was literally pooping until like
I know, but Jax does that anyway.
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't poop. No, he poops in the toilet, but he was like on all fours, like just.
Well, that's not going to be me. I
didn't know. I've heard horror stories like
I won't be on all fours.
But it cleans you out so bad that like it's almost like you can't control it. Like it just leaks. Like my other friend just had one last week. She's like, you literally stand up and it just like comes out.
Oh, girl, I don't remember that. And Mom didn't say anything traumatizing like that. So
maybe, she's not dramatic about shit like that. Anyways, if you could sit here, maybe you just have to squeeze a little tighter and you'll be fine. But now we can give you the day off. Is this my autistic side that comes out?
If I was Connor, what would I say? Whoa, they were talking about the dog that had some like a butt surgery, and the doctor was Dr. Pooh. I was like, stop.
Oh yeah, was it really Dr. Pooh? Oh my god, maybe that's like the nickname.
Lordy. All right, TMI. Sorry guys, but yes, I'm getting a colonoscopy, endoscopy next week. So if we don't film Thursday, we'll suss it out. We can maybe film another day and figure it out. But we will be back at some point. Thanks for joining us today. And always like, subscribe. We love the comments. Keep them coming. We'll see you guys next time on another episode.
Girl, bye.